babies. What's up, my darling MVPs, and how are you all doing? Welcome back to Sale with Mimiciously Mimi, where you get a gist. I see they do waiting. I see they hurt. Of course, you know there's no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze, you do what? You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel, or are you still sitting on a fat long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? I see the heart. So guys, it's just about, like, it's a lot tonight. Of course, we all know one thing we look forward to is Eviction Sunday, and today's own has come and has also passed. And we are here to dissect everything that happens on this evening nomination. Meanwhile, guys, there is a lot going on the social street, but you have to watch this video till the very end so you do not miss the twist Big Brother had for the housemates today, and how Lawrence actually sent his bad boys to some of these housemates. Though it may seem as though the audience, like netizens, are really not happy about tonight's nomination show, we will gist about that later. First off, Lawrence came to the house, with anxiety finishing the housemates on who is going and who is not going. And then he actually said hi to the housemates, sent his shout out to the winner of the arena tax game. That is Willie, who won 5,000 rands for himself on Friday on this week arena tax game. And also, he did not forget to wish Els a happy birthday as he sang a happy birthday song to Els, after telling her that even if your face were not recognized as the face card, I recognize you. So he now asked the nominated housemates to stand. The housemates were fidgeting while they all stood up. So while they were standing, he now started off with Makeke, and he mentioned Makeke. You know how he keeps them in suspense for a while. He now said, Makeke, you're safe. Omo guys, Makeke wants to run mad. He needed to see the way he was jumping, not knowing that there is no one going home today. All those shout, jump, and everything would just waste like that. So afterwards, there was Lawrence came back to the house, and then he asked Papa Ghost this question. He said, Papa Ghost, in as much as the housemate has a lot to say about you going to the cabin, your private, the cabin that himself and Lerato went to, that what did he notice? Like, okay, he said, what he said is this, that some of the housemates do not believe, because Papa Ghost came to the house letting the housemate know that he saw all of the things they said about him, and then which Lawrence was not asking him that some of the housemates were doubting that you tend to see whatever was happening with them in the house. Now tell me, while you were at the private cabin with your wife, Mama Ghost, what did you observe? Was your take home or take back to the house? Let me put it, not take home, because he didn't go home. And then he now said he saw a lot, but what he would say is he do not have anybody in the house. That's, he do not have even a single person he can call a friend in the house. Now, when he said this, I was now thinking, when Papa Ghost left here, I am very sure he was disappointed at some peeps. Who are those people he think he was closer to before he left? Was it Chwenza, Makeke, and Mpumi? I really want to get, because I see how people lament on you have smoke mates and yet see what they said about you. Anyways, let's move ahead. So after Papa goes, the next person Lawrence directed question to was Z. And then the question was her thoughts towards Mitch and Yolanda, that she has had a lot to say about the two friends, about the friends controlling each other. So now the question is, whom do you think is controlling who, and who do you think is being controlled? And then Z was like, the two are actually controlling each other. She did not even stutter. She was saying her thing with her full chest. She said the two are actually controlling each other, but she thinks Mitch is taking the lead when it comes to controlling Yolanda. So while she said that, Mitch was so surprised, opening his eyes like, yo. And then Mitch said, anyways, this was Yolanda's reaction. Mitch was like, Lawrence asked Mitch was like, anyways, that his friend is an adult and there is no how he could control whatever Yolanda want to do. All right. And then the next question was for Taki. Then Lawrence was like, Taki, you had so much to say about Z to Sinaye. You told Sinaye that one housemate they should be careful of is Z. Why is that? And then he said the reason why he said that was because Z is one housemate that is friendly with everybody. Like, she is literally cool with all of the housemates. She does not have any issue with all of the housemates that she needs to be looked out for. And then Lawrence was like, okay, so you mean they need to look out for Z? And he said yes, meaning that she might be using it for strategy. You needed to see Z's face though. Z would be like, almost, it's like, I am the content on I'm the topic on Taki and what's his name, Sinai. Every time they are together it is Z Z Z Z. All right guys, and then the next person Lawrence asked question was Mark Jr. And now you all know, of course, there is no eviction, so Lawrence just used the opportunity to be asking questions one after the other. And then his question to Mark Jr. was about Makeke. So he was like, Mark Jr., you have a lot to say about Makeke. Towards you were telling Justin Taki about Makeke, that Makeke is a spineless liar or whatever he said there, meaning that he's actually obeying whatever Papa Ghost is doing. We all know that most of the housemates has this perception on Makeke, even when Papa Ghost left, and then Lawrence was like, so what is the difference between what Sinaye and Taki does, as Sinaye goes to Taki every time to download the happenings, the minute-to-minute happenings in the house? What is the difference of Sinaye and Taki and Makeke and Ghost? And then Mark Jr. was like, he do not know anything about Sinaye and Taki, but for Makeke, the word he can fully say is for Makeke that he thinks Makeke could man up, that he is not being man enough, like stand on his ground, that he needs to man up. He is man, he should stand up to his ground and be himself. But for Sinaye and Taki, that he do not know anything about them. Almost Sinaye will be like, yo, I did my own like that, straight just come hit me like this, boza, But guys, though, truly, do you think the same thing Makeke is to Papa Ghost is the same thing Sinaye is to Taki, or you think there is a big difference? Let me know what you think about that notion. And this was Makeke's face when the question was being asked, because at least Makeke and Mark Jr. are cool, despite Mark Jr. and Papa Ghost are really not friends, right? They are not in good terms. Well, Makeke is always close to Mark Jr. too. So his face was like, yo, So after the question was thrown to Mark Jr. and he did justice the way he could, the next person was Willie. And then Lawrence was like, Willie, who initiated the awards night? Who initiated the idea? And then Willie was like, initially it was Papa Ghost, but also I added to it, blah, blah, blah. We did the planning together. And then Lawrence was like, so why do you take it personal? Like you were the one who initiated the idea and all of that. And Billy was like, no, the only place he was complaining it was when Lerato came out to give out the speech and was giving all accolades to Papa Ghost without even him being recognized. And he was like, Lerato would have just kept short. Yes, he said Lerato would have shut up. This is too admirers would like they really, I said really and Lerato admire each other. Maybe you guys know. So and he was like, she would have at least shut up than mentioning that only Papa Ghost, like he was the only one who brought this idea, to come into play. And then Lerato was like, you, Papa Ghost was like, Willie was so serious while he was giving his explanation. He was like, no, I can never be caught, on fresh. He cannot come and lose guard. Anyways, guys, so afterwards, Lawrence came to tell the housemaid that there is no eviction, that everyone is safe. They all jumped in jubilation, and then he was like, not too fast. Anyways, Biggie has something for you guys. There is a twist. Already they told us that there is a twist, and my hopes were high. What is this twist? What is going to happen? Some people were like, oh, Papa Ghost and Lerato were going. I'm like, if Papa Ghost and Lerato were to go, we the viewers would know. They are not fake housemates. They are back into the game. Didn't you guys hear? Anyways, the next thing was after Lawrence told them the ninja got into the house, the housemates went to the arena as instructed by Lawrence, and then they were waiting for Biggie to address them. So they were all seated and Biggie addressed the housemates, telling them that they are to partake on a challenge, which is to prepare them for tomorrow's head of house challenge. And now what Biggie is trying to say is the housemates who won this particular task will have the privilege to contest with the housemates who will get to the final round tomorrow of tomorrow head of house challenge. I don't know if this makes sense to you. Let me repeat it again in case you didn't watch tonight's live show, so that you'll not be confused. The housemates who will be winning this challenge Biggie has for them, would be participating with the housemates who will be winning the final rounds of the head of house challenge tomorrow. You get right? So anyways, Ambigi demonstrated what the game is all about, to take the batting and the ball, to place the ball on the batting, on that platform and hold it. All of the housemates are to stand inside the circled, floor and hold the baton and the ball, just like you can see Mile holding it. So Biggie started with all of the housemates. They started with one ball, and while they were doing that, I think Mitch was the first housemate that his ball fell down. Yes. After Mitch, I think it was Mitch. The people that first left, I think it was Mitch, Jared, else, and who else again? Was it Taki? Something like that. 4 housemates left first. They went to the other round where it was 2 balls placed. After that, some housemates also left. It went to 3 balls, like that. Biggie was adding the balls until it was left with 4 housemates, which is Mark Jr., of course, he definitely will be there. That boy is so competitive. And then we have Papa Ghost, Willie, and Young Papi. You see, Papa Ghost, Willie, Mark Jr., those 3 are always good with tax. It's either head of house challenge or arena tax, right? And then Papa Ghost joined them. He did try. So Biggie started adding the ball until Papa Ghost, Young Papi, until Young Papi now left. It was now remaining Papa Ghost, MC Junior, and Willie. They added the ball to 5 balls. They added 2 extra balls. It was 3 when Young Papi left. They added 2 extra balls to each. I think in total it was like 7 or 8 balls there, and there they were still holding on until he fell off from. In fact, look at Mark Jr. wanted to eat the ball. They were like, yo, So he fell off, Willie, Mark Jr., until it was just left with Papa Ghost. And congratulations poured in for Papa Ghost for winning amongst other housemates. Biggie said, congratulations for trying to test your patience, blah, 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 So meaning Papa Ghost automatically is on the final rounds of tomorrow's Head of House challenge. And now, netizens are not pleased with this. They are like, what twist is this one? Because, of course, when Lawrence told us there's going to be twists, we were expecting something different, not until you started using the live eviction show for the game. The live eviction show was still on and we're still on the game that was going on in the house, that it really do not make sense. There is a whole lot of say from netizens on the social streets. But I think I would take maybe my next video, I would actually screenshot so much that they have been saying, especially to about some housemates and about the production and about whatever they are doing. Then I would read it out to you, or you would tell me your own 2 cents about it. But for now, tell me, what do you feel about tonight's eviction show? Do you think they would have done better, or do you think it's just there? To me, I feel they wouldn't have just, add up the game while live eviction show was going on. Though they do not know what else they would do because there is no eviction, right? But I know what the plan is. After tomorrow's Head of House game, I think all of the housemates will be up. Only the head of house will be saved. There's not going to be a save and replace. That is what will happen tomorrow. With the seriousness, the way the ninja came into the house today and the housemate went to the arena, I was thinking it's about to get real. But guess what? It's just a game, right? Anyways, guys, I'll be dropping my voice right here and now. So leave the rest for you guys in the comment section. You all tell me what you think about this. Bye for now, guys.